Yeah.
In creating a keynote or signature presentation, 40 minutes long, there's often three key points. And when you share your points, there's a bit of a cycle that you go through. I'll share with you the cycle. One, like a clock, at the top of the clock is
Hmm.
the gratitude for being in the space, for whoever gave you the invitation, and for honoring the audience for your part and your interest and your commitment to make a better life that you came here today. Without you, I wouldn't be able to do this. So something like that, honoring the audience, acknowledging them, and if there's specific people in the audience, and I want to acknowledge some specific people here who've made a huge contribution to our industry. I know you're in the room, so and so and so, and so, you've done this, and you've helped pave the way for me to stand on your shoulders. Thank you so much for your presence and for inviting others to be here. The next step is a promise or commitment. I'm moving like a clock. And a commitment to you in this time together today is that by the end of the session, you'll know whether my programs, my services, my ability to be of assistance can be of support to you. You will actually know that by going through the following. Then you create what's the following is what I call the PEA, making a triangle. P for the points you make, E for the examples or stories you give, A for the applications about what's in it for me from the audience point of view. You might say, my first point to you is to let you know that being in the social services area all my life, I'm a professional carer, and I've learned now ways to find your best pathway to have a more fulfilled life, health-wise, wealth-wise, quality of life wise. And a good example of that is when I assisted so and so and so and so when they went through this program, they absolutely knew what pathway they were going to go on. How does this apply to you listening? For those of you that are professional presenters, you may also know that you give time to everybody else, but not to yourself. I show you specific tools, techniques, and tips to actually have more time for yourself. So when you are sharing with others, you come from a place of fullness rather than emptiness. Then you go like these two other key points. And at the end of that, you go, what I've been sharing with you is these three key points. As we move forward in summarizing, now we come to the question and answer period. Even if you're not having a chance to have them ask you questions, some of the questions people often ask me at this time is, how do I get involved? How do I learn from your teachings? I'm glad you asked, even though people may not be asking. It's the question and answer period. One of the ways that I address that question is blah, blah, blah. One of the most difficult questions I'm asked is blah, blah, blah. One of the most popular questions I'm asked is, and then you review action, invitation to action. Where does this lead us? For those of you that are listening, I have a variety of programs for women and webinars. I have all kinds of ways of being able to, with podcasts and other means, help your message come out there. Speak with me. I'll give you a complimentary Calendly cool call to be like you're doing today, to be able to show you ways that you can best navigate through all of your vast experience and resources that you've developed over the years and help create a pathway for you. If that's for you, great. I'm just giving this to you with my compliments. That's my action plan for you. This is how to reach me. Boom, boom, boom. Wonderful to meet. Well, I look forward to hearing from you. Boom. So I've just shared with you in the last 5 minutes a Reader's Digest version of a clock that has these different fields: acknowledgement, promise, PEA, point example application, review, question and answers, invitation to action. How is
Mm.
that helpful to you, Jennifer? In the shortest possible way, I just shared with you a pathway that I would encourage you, perhaps between now and a next time we have a chance to meet, you can start creating something like that and go, okay, Gary, Dr. Gary, here's what I've created. Help me pull it apart, put it together, help me share with more punch. How's that story, etc. How does that sound to you?
It's a fantastic framework that makes it very manageable to put together, I think. Yeah,
Yeah. I
great.
developed that over many years, and many Toastmaster and professional speaker organizations have the exact same format. That's just my own personal way of doing it myself. And you'll be able to listen to this afterwards and go, okay, I can actually follow that as a guide, as a model, as a template that I can just fit in these different areas. Then it gives you something to start off with, and then I can comment on, well, That story you could do a little bit more engagingly. Let's do it again, like that. Does that sound helpful?
Yes, it does. It's perfect.
Let me turn off the recording for this part because I can send you that part, but we don't have to record just our gabbing away. That part I think will be powerful. I'll just close it so you have a short, concise, powerful thing I can send you.